How are you?
Thanks for coming out today.
Congratulations on the nomination.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. It's a big honor. I'm actually really excited.
Yeah, and I mean, I know that the film in general has gotten so many kudos, and there's been a lot of celebration around it. Did you know when you received the script? Were you like, this is going to be big?
I guess there was a sense. There was a sense that it was a very important story. It was with Gus Van Sant, Sean Penn. I mean, it's not a bad bet to think that that would turn into something
good recipe.
Really great.
Yeah.
But for me, just on a personal level, it was just a dream come true for me. I kind of went into it with not looking to how great a movie it was going to turn out. I just knew it was going to be an incredible experience, and it was a project and a story that I really wanted to be a part of. So I got everything just making the movie, and then everything after has just been a bonus.
How did it feel to play a real person in comparison to playing fictional characters, knowing that this was someone who had actually lived?
I played real people before.
James Dean, of course you have. Of course you have.
That's all right.
So tell me, I'm sorry. So actually,
it's a little different though. Because
that person's so.
James Dean was an actor, so people know what he looked like, what he moved like. Scott Smith is not as well known, so I depended on the screenwriter a lot, and I would have been completely lost without that incredible script. So that's what I did.
We now have the nominee for Best First Screenplay. This is Dustin Lance Black.
Hey, Dustin.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Congratulations.
so much. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for having me by.
So my understanding, right, is you actually worked pretty closely with Cleve Jones to research this film. How long did it take for you to have a completed script?
I met him in 2004, so it was like 2 years of just driving up to San Francisco and whatnot, and then maybe a year after that of writing the script. So it's like almost 5 years ago today that we met. So maybe a 4-year process.
I'll see you in there.
All right. Congratulations.
Good to see you.
So and we were just sort of talking about what it is to play a real life person, but what it is for you to be writing about these sort of historical figures. It's a lot of responsibility as a screenwriter.
Oh no, it's a ton. It's so much, and it's like these guys are such heroes to me, to like my community. It's you just want to do them justice, and I did as much work as I could, as much research as possible to make sure I was doing that. And that doesn't mean all good things. It's like they did have their faults. Harvey had left a lot of his behind in New York.
Yeah.
But it's sort of just doing a service to it, so that they feel human, so that it feels like I think some of those kids out there today that they can see. You don't maybe need a massive federal organization to make change in this country. You really can have this small, dedicated group of passionate people and make some real change. And boy, not just gay people, there are a lot of people in this country that don't quite have a fair shake yet. And if we could organize in that grassroots way, it'd be fantastic.
And I actually hear that initially you guys really wanted to get the film out before the Prop 8 vote. Is that true?
No, that's true. We talked about it. Because we didn't know there was going to be any such thing as Prop 8, especially not back in 2004. But it kind of came up right when we were finishing shooting. We talked about it as it got close. We just didn't have it done yet. But personally, I think it would have needed to come out in like April or May to ever reach the community, and also to reach the gay and lesbian community, to say, make sure your gay and lesbian leadership puts you in the ads, does the outreach, and reaches out to other communities. Because that was Harvey's message, and it didn't happen this time. So maybe next time. There'll be more Prop 8s. There'll be more.
Yeah, it was. It was more about like a parent and a daughter. Look what I have to learn in school. Yeah, it was a very bizarre campaign.
Yeah, if they don't know who they're voting against, I don't think people mind so much taking away your civil rights. They got to know.
Yeah.
I bet you I can go up to, just about any person who might be slightly homophobic and doesn't know it and just say, hey, that's me.
Yeah.
And they'll actually sort of dig you. They'll like you. And they'll be like, of course, I don't want to take away your right to do anything.
But I also believe that the film will have a long-term effect. It was unbelievable because of when it did come out, how pertinent and contemporary it felt. How relevant it felt.
I really hope you're right, because I know we have other things coming up. There's other sort of anti-gay legislation coming up across the country. We're losing our rights to adopt children in countries. Things are sort of going the other direction. So I really hope it serves as like a lesson, a roadmap.